Published 0937 Est, the 17th of November 2017. Updated 10:30 Est, the 17th of November 2017. A blind man traveling on a Virgin train with his guide dog claims that he was forced to sit on the floor for 2.5 hours as selfish commuters sat in disabled seats. Roger Debman says a train conductor pointed to the floor and instructed him to sit there after he complained. A shocking photograph shows the 56-year-old sat on the floor of the York to Peterborough train with his guide dog Nevin. Mr. Debman said it's close to fraud. "I've had 2 heart attacks, a stroke, I have a pacemaker and I have to sit on the floor." A shocking photograph shows Roger Debman sat on the floor of the York to Peterborough train with his guide dog Nevin. The former businessman from Liverpool needs to use seating designed for the disabled because it provides enough space to keep his dog out of the aisle. He booked the journey in advance for himself and his wife, Deborah, but says Virgin gave him no option to reserve a disabled seat. He said, "My wife asked the conductor and he told us there was no seats and to just sit there. The conductor told me to sit where I was. I can't do the conductor's job for him, but the bottom line is it says disabled seats, and if a disabled person gets on you should give up your seat up." Passengers were ignoring me, happy as Larry. You just get used to it. It shows the ignorance that's about towards disabled people. It's a joke. It happens regularly. I've had to sit on the floor before. I'm used to it. When I was brought up I was told to get up and give my seat to someone who needed it. Nowadays people don't do it. Very few people will get up for you. On the return trip, Mr. Debman was forced to use a normal seat, meaning Nevin blocked the aisle, generating complaints from fellow travellers. Deborah, who is Roger's carer, as well as being a nurse at the Royal Liverpool University Hospital, said as soon as we got on the conductor said the train was. He came back to say there isn't anywhere to go. He said he could get a seat for me, but I'm Roger's carer so I obviously couldn't leave him. No thought has gone into the facilities needed. There's nowhere to go. If you've got a push bike you're alright. Roger posted about his experience on Facebook. This is how Richard Branson transports registered blind people and guide dogs on his trains. Forced to sit on the floor because the guard would not clear the suitable seating. If you think this is wrong, please share this so Mr. Branson gets a message. Mr. Debman, pictured with his wife Deborah and his guide dog Nevin. Janet Russell responded, "Sorry it's not Branson, but selfish BS that wouldn't move their fatters out of the designated seats." Greg Wrench posted, "Disgusting way to treat a person. I am disabled, unable to stand, and I often find I am unable to sit in the priority seating for disabled because people who are able-bodied will not give it up when asked." Pat DeRoek commented, "That is bloody disgusting and I can't believe any one of those passengers didn't help that man and his dog get a seat. Shame on them." And as for Richard Branson, well, words fail me. Roger and his wife were travelling from Liverpool to Peterborough to celebrate his sister's birthday. On his return trip, this time with London Midland, he was again unable to find an available disabled seat because they were occupied by able-bodied passengers. He used a regular seat, meaning Nevin had to sit in the aisle, resulting in complaints from other passengers. "He had to lay in the aisle," said Roger, with looks of disgust because users had to climb over him. Some even tutted as they climbed over. Virgin Trains said, "We have been in touch with Mr. Debman to apologize for his experience and to investigate what happened. Priority seats are available for customers traveling with guide dogs, which we recommend are reserved in advance through our Journey Care Assistance team. Thousands of passengers with disabilities travel with us every year, and 94% of those using our Journey Care Assistance program are pleased with the helpfulness of our staff. If seats have not been reserved in advance, we will always do our best to seat customers with guide dogs, but this relies on the cooperation of other customers to free up priority seats."